Welcome back to another devlog for Echoes of Tenebrasia on Roblox. There were like major changes to the game since like 3 months ago. So I'm gonna have to fly by these because I want to make it a short video. I don't want to make it like 20 minutes long or longer because those videos tend to suck. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna fly by these changes, but also keep in mind there's gonna be another video that my brother's gonna be talking about all the changes he made. But I'm gonna real quick tell you guys that there is no spin system. He's gonna go more in depth about the races and stuff, but there's no more spin system. It's class based. So support class would have your nymph and your celestial, and you can choose between them. You don't have to unlock them. You could just select them, but they're at level 1. We still have a leveling system, so keep that in mind. Um, that was like the most major change out there, but he's gonna go more in depth in the video that he's gonna make, and I'm gonna also release that on this channel. So just remember these are the changes that I made. Real quick. So getting started with the old changes that we made from like previous of 3 months ago, I changed the AI. So the AI works different now. They get a combo now, so I made them have combos, and the combos have either 3 attacks, they can have more attacks if I want. Then I have like, see, they can choose from like combo 2 if this wasn't commented. They can choose abilities. These abilities don't matter anymore because in that major change we got rid of abilities, or not abilities, but we only have, as a Celestial, you can only have one race ability, and that goes for like every single race. So demons only have one race ability, Dragonborn one race ability, but you also have another ability which I will talk about later. So these are randomizers. You will get a random combo and you will get a random ability. These abilities don't do anything, just keep that in mind. Um, I made a new attack function inside the NPC or the AI, and I don't house the damage function, like the literal long script of damage functions in the AI anymore. I made its own function in the functions module um, for them to use only. And then they work off of canAttacks as well. So as you can see, they have canAttack attributes just as everyone else does. Your ability attack, which will not really be used a lot. It goes through 4 loops to get the steps and stuff, and then it goes through its attack stuff. It has cooldowns, it makes sure it's on a cooldown, and then yeah, you got your combo steps. And then just in case you actually have an ability, it will use an ability in the 25% chance it does. That's the AI stuff. I made a stop animations function in the animate script, and I will talk about the animate script later, but I have a function that I can call from any server thing, module or script, and I can call this function called stop tracks. And what this does is whenever I play a track, I keep it in a table called tracks playing, and if there's a track playing, I'll just go through it and just stop all of them. So now you will not have any tracks playing. So if I wanted to like stop oh man, I should be using this in my attack functions. But anyways, um, that's a thought for later. I simplified the animate script like a lot, so now it's based off of if your weapon is equipped and if it's not equipped, or if it's not equipped and if it's equipped. If it's equipped, then it'll go through and say like, oh, if your speed is less than or equal to 0, that's idling. It'll play your weapon's idle. If it's 16, then it's walking. It'll play your walking idle, your walking animation for your weapon. And then if you're running, then obviously your running animation for your weapon. If you don't have a weapon equipped, then it's just going to be your races, idle, walk, and run. And there is a lot of changes, like really small and major changes. I also fixed the dodge system. Not fixed, but like balanced. No, fixed. I fixed and balanced. So in the old dodge system, it wasn't based off of your camera, which is this entire box that you're seeing here. So this is the 2D plane that you're looking at right now. It wasn't based off of that. It was based off of your humanoid root part, which is right here. Your humanoid root part, if it was facing this way, I'd use your right vector, so you can go either in your positive or your negative right direction. So if in the old system, if you did that, you'd be going that way instead of the actual 2D plane right. But now, if you're looking this way, you will still go wherever you're looking. So I also made it cooldown, and you travel less than you normally would, which I can change later when we test stuff, which is like way out of our reach right now. But yeah, that's the dodge system fixed. And this is where our new changes get thrown in. So for your other ability, you have an essence ability. And essence abilities are just abilities that can cloak your weapon. If you have a weapon equipped, it will cloak your weapon in whatever energy your race is. So if you're a celestial, you will cloak your weapon in holy energy, and it will buff your attack damage, or your weapon attack damage, sorry. And if you're a demon, you'll cloak it in like a void energy or something, and it'll also buff your weapon damage stat. So, and this will be for only 1 minute, and it will have a cooldown. Transformations are based off of old, like, ancient forms of their past. So I said Asura, but Asura is like an Asian mythology stuff. But I still like the concept of Asura because it was cool as it was really cool. Um, yeah, moving on. There are no more ascensions. So ascensions were going to be past transformations. So if you ascended your character at level 100, which is the only possible way you could ascend, then every time you hop in a game, you will get your ascended version of your Celestial, which would have had different move sets and different attacks and stuff. But yeah, we scrapped that because it's way too much for two people to make, and that's why we're only making one race ability and one essence ability for each race and each transformation. Um, Weapons. Weapons will have unique animations for each race. So if you're Celestial and you're using a longsword, maybe your first attack will be a right jab. But if you're a demon and using the longsword, maybe it's going to be a right swing. So each race will have a unique animation for each weapon, if that makes sense. Weapons will also have abilities. So if you're using a longsword and you use its ability could be like a guard breaking thrust. But if you're using like a Chaos Bane sword, then I don't know, it could like unleash some sort of chaos rain over an area or something. But those abilities are going to be the same no matter what race you are. So you don't got to worry about that. Hopefully that makes sense because I'm going like really quick here. Flinch events. We got rid of flinch events because we are using canAttack. Everything is based off of canAttack. So as you can see, we have a canAttack um, attribute here. All players and all AIs will have a canAttack. So if your canAttack is false, then you can't block, you can't dodge, and you can't attack. That's what your canAttack is for. And it works well with the stun system, which I had to remake. So a new stun system. The old stun system didn't work because if you got hit, obviously it was gonna have to make you wait. But if you got hit again, it wasn't gonna reset the stun time, and you would get cheesed out of a combo. But with this one, you can actually get hit, and I'll just show you. So as you can see, I made a attack dummy just for this, just for this. So if I go here, like real quick, just get those. So yeah, as you can see, it said it was 2, but then I got stunned again, and it reset the timer back to 2. So so the stun system works. I can't go into more detail because again, I'm like crunched on time here because I don't want it longer than 10 minutes, but I modified the damage functions for all of this because I modified all the damage functions to use the stun system, which is just this whole function. This whole function right now is this is your stun. Impressive, right? Anyways, in your damage, I changed everything so it would use hitboxes instead of raycast hitboxes. Like you saw the attack dummy was using was a hit scan, which is also a version of a hitbox. But yeah, we use apply stun, and every guard break, by the way, is going to have a 3-second stun. No matter what, every guard break is 3-second stun. It will also get rid of your block highlight. I can't talk about the block highlights right now because it's going to be more than 10 minutes, but basically because we don't tell you how many blocks you have 5, but for visual cues, we'll have 5 as your highlight will be green, 4 will be like a greenish yellow, 3 will be a yellow, 2 will be orange, 1 will be red, and then if they hit you with a red um, highlight, then guess what? Your guard broken and your block will be taken away from you, and you will be stunned for 3 seconds. This is the NPC's damage function, which I made in here because it was way too lengthy to be in the actual like Celestials thing. So this is just, it keeps it way neater, and I don't have to keep copying this and all that because functions are made so you don't duplicate code, which I've probably done like many times now. I also made a function for creating hitboxes because I can create whatever size hitbox I want. And yeah, as you can see, I make a hitbox right here. And then I also have in here a placement. Placement is just for placing your hitbox. So as you can see right here, when I set the C frame, I set it to the placement. So I can set it to the placement and all that. If it's a heavier weapon and it's slower animation, you will use a hitbox, which will stay with the weapon no matter what until, it hits something and does its damage and stuff. Anyway, moving on. Oh yeah, I also moved the basic hand-to-hand combat, so it's no longer in the mechanics function, which was last time. Technically, yeah, hand-to-hand combat is a function or a mechanic, but this is just the base form of combat, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have like variations of like hand-to-hand combat scripts. So this should have its own combat thing. So yeah, this is pretty much everything that I did and changed, and another video will be out about my brother who changed all of his stuff. And he's gonna go into, I guess not a lot of in depth because he also should put his video under 10 minutes. But yeah, this is a lot of stuff. So if you want me to go over anything, I'm probably gonna release a few more videos about like going into more depth about what I did because again, I don't want these videos to be longer than 10 minutes because, attention spans and stuff. Uh, but yeah, if I'm gonna release a few more videos of like in-depth stuff that I did, and my brother's gonna release a video on this channel about what he did, but it's just gonna be a quick overview, and then he'll release other videos about like in-depth stuff about what he did. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.